Every time I'm in the gym, without fail, it always seems that there's some people or a lot of people that have some kind of death wish. What does that mean? It means that people are significantly raising their risk of severe pain because they're doing these exercises like way wrong. But for most people, it's really not their fault because they were probably never shown the correct way to do them in the first place. My name's Michelle Pinio. I'm a personal and group fitness trainer, as well as a sport nutrition specialist. I'm also the owner of the Fitness My Way application and creator of the Fat Shred Revolution Intense Training Program. I want to talk to you about exercise for beginners and gym programs. Today we'll cover how to decrease your chances of getting hurt when you're doing exercises, and some of the reasons how and why people actually do these exercises incorrectly. Some of the movements that I want to point out are the jerky movements, right? You know the ones. Let's see. I see a lot of the bicep curls, right? People can't lift the weight with their biceps, so then they start just throwing their back into it, like using momentum to get it up. Rows is another big one. Here, let's see. How are you going to see me? They throw their back into that one too, right? Roll way forward and then pull it back. Or here's a good one that I saw the other day was the lateral shoulder raises, right? That's here and then you're just flinging your arms up, right? Another one where you're throwing your back into it. Or I guess my all-time favorite would be the back extensions. I can't really demonstrate that one because I don't think you'll be able to see me. But it's the people that are just like flinging, look like they're headbanging, right? To do the back extensions. It's crazy, and I look at these people and I want to help, but yet I can't really walk up and say anything because it's probably kind of rude. So that's why I'm going to tell you now. So when you use momentum, not only are you cheating the repetition, but right after that momentum jerk, that weight's going to get snatched up by gravity and yank on your muscle. This is where your serious injury comes in, really. Now, exercise for beginners or even some advanced people, the exercise almost always looks like this because the weight is just simply too heavy. Think about it, right? I'll show you the bicep curl again. Your bicep curl, what it's supposed to look like, right? You're supposed to be nice and stable and you just pull your arms up with just the biceps, right? When you're using momentum, you fling yourself forward and pull it up like this. What's really doing the work? It's your lower back, right? Right here. That's not your biceps at all. That's your lower back you're actually using momentum to fling it up. Same thing with the row, right? Same thing. It should be here. You're supposed to be pulling, right? With your scaps and your back, like your upper back. Not here. And as soon as you do the momentum here, that's not the right muscles anymore yet again. And that's happening because your lats aren't really strong enough to do that row in the first place, so your lower back is joining in to help you. One way to really help yourself when you're doing these exercises is just simply look in the mirror. If it looks crazy, it probably is. Or even try to actually lift the weight or pull the weight depending on your exercise. Try to lift it at like a 2-second count. If you can't do that, then it's probably too heavy. Now, the only reason that I can think of that any person should be doing an exercise in this way is if they're in some kind of sport that requires momentum. Like a power lifter, for example, then yes, he should actually train using momentum. He would be doing very sport-specific training with a gym program. But if you're not in some kind of sport like that, lower down your weight. You're not doing yourself any favors by forcing the wrong, usually the small muscles, to lift those heavy weights. You can also check out my video that's labeled sets and reps if you ever kind of wondered how many sets and repetitions that you should be able to do depending on what your goals are, because they are actually different. Anyway, rule of today, stop cheating yourself. You're not helping your muscles any whatsoever. Don't get all jacked up about those numbers. Lower down the weights and just do the exercise right. Anyway, if you know somebody that can use some tips on their gym program, share this video with them. Or even share the Fitness My Way application. Maybe you'll snag a new workout buddy. See you next time.